Welcome to the third devblog of Epic Thunder version 4. First of all, sorry for the lack of updates. We've been pretty busy working on the plane soundscape to keep progress on it consistent with that of tanks, and we're figuring out the numerous sound updates that have recently come from Gaijin. Unfortunately, each audio update from Gaijin delays the release of the mod a bit further, but they also open new possibilities for us. I guess it's not a big secret that we're working with Gaijin's sound department and report every bug we find, so both sides are benefiting in the end. This time, we'll only talk about the tank portion, as it's more or less feature complete, and we're excited to show what we've been doing. Let's start with the most important part, the cannons. Personally, I liked how Gaijin revamped vanilla cannon sounds and finally made something realistic, but weirdly enough, it ended up being too realistic, to the point where all cannons sound nearly the same. We all know that in reality, cannons have only a small variety in their sounds, but don't forget that this is a game with a strong competitive part to it, and knowing what type of cannon is shooting behind a corner is of large importance. And that's how we've revamped cannon sounds in version 3. We made one base sound for each cannon type and used it for each distance type. Like in version 3, version 4's cannons are separated into 4 distance types: close, distant, far, and very far. So let's compare a few cannons. According to your feedback regarding version 3, most of you seem to have liked the cannon sounds, so some cannons remained unchanged since version 3 with only slight quality upgrades. While cannons were great, many players didn't like the autocannons and anything related to SPAA. We scrapped the old sounds and completely reimagined them, keeping the same style as cannons. The tough part was to make it as distinguishable as possible, and we hope the result is satisfactory. The last thing we'll talk about is nearby tank engines. It's a very controversial topic, and we all know it's due to recent community backlash regarding a planned sound mod ban. Epic Thunder is intended to enhance your experience where tanks sound like tanks and planes like planes. What about my ships though? Before we showcase some engine sounds, here are a few points as to why cheating with sound mods is useless. Tank engine sounds nearby are separated events, which have a maximum audible distance of up to 300 meters, and you can't increase this number because it's hard-coded inside the game code. The sound will simply cut off beyond 300 meters. Making individual engine sounds is also impossible. Everything is separated by only a few different engine types, shared across all ground vehicles. In total, we have 26 different engine types that are shared across 716 vehicles at the time of preparing this devblog, averaging a bit more than 27 vehicles for each engine type. Of course, you can turn your engine volume slider to almost zero, but that's Gaijin's fault, not the modders. We tend to keep the player engine slightly louder than the engines of other players anyways with Epic Thunder in order to help with this. In any case, we do not condone mods that allow people to play unfairly.